Hey guys, just a quick apology first before we get this video started. Just wanted to say I'm sorry for the lack of content this week on the channel, but I have, if you can hear from my voice, I've been a bit under the weather, got a bit of a cold. So I got a little behind on my production last week, and so this week kind of got killed. But I did want to put out this one video because it's pretty exciting news for any all the fans of Elder Scrolls series. So last week or early this week, Pete Hines, the vice president of marketing at Bethesda, said that it would be a long time before we hear about the next Elder Scrolls game. Thing is, if we read between the lines a little bit, he didn't say that it would be a long time before they began work on the next Elder Scrolls game, only that it would be a long time before we hear about it. In other words, have a release announcement. Now, of course, you know, and we all know how fast the game industry moves, so a long time is, you know, a few months. So, anyway, if we go down, take a little walk down history lane, we will see that Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion was released in 2006. Immediately after its release, the studio focused its attention on Fallout 3, which was released in 2008. Immediately after its release, they began production work on Skyrim and pre-production work on another title, which we now know was Fallout 4. So Fallout 4 has been in development for 6 years, specifically pre-production work for 6 years. And if we also look at that the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim was finally released, fully released, at the end of, or the middle of February of 2013, and shortly after that, the people who had been working on a fourth DLC for Skyrim were moved over to another project, which we can only assume was Fallout 4. That means that production has been in full swing for Fallout 4 for 2.5 years, and then the pre-production was another 2.5 years before that. So, where does that leave us for Elder Scrolls 6? Well, we know that Fallout 4 is coming out in November, so we can assume that after its release, the majority of the studio will move over to production of Elder Scrolls 6, which means Elder Scrolls 6 is already been in pre-production for quite a while, at least 2 years, maybe more. That makes perfect sense. Of course, they started moving on, and the other thing is, Pete Hines says that the entire studio is 100% focused on Fallout 4 right now. But unless their concept artists and writers and all the pre-production people are, wear more than one hat, there'd be no reason for them to be involved in the polishing and bug squishing of Fallout 4 just months before its release. So they, no doubt, have been working on Elder Scrolls 6. Now, of course, we've got all kinds of rumors about what Elder Scrolls 6 will be like. Someone did mention that it's possible that dragons will make another return, because, of course, not all of them were defeated when Alduin was defeated. So, that's another possibility. It's possible it'll take place in Argonia. That's been circulating around for quite a while, but we'll have to see about that. The point is, if we look at the history of releases, it means that we probably are going to see Elder Scrolls 6 approximately 2 years after Fallout 4's release. So that would be November of 2017. Possible they'll go for spring release, though, so it depends on how. It's been a while, like the last, it's been a big gap, because there was only a 2-year gap between the release of Oblivion and Fallout 3, but there was a 4-year gap between the release of Skyrim and Fallout 4. So that means that they're probably spending more time working on the next Elder Scrolls, which means we might be getting it sooner. So hopefully maybe 2016, early 2017 is a possible release date. Well, we can only wait and hope and see how that works out. And then in the meantime, man, modders are just pouring out the content for Skyrim to keep us interested in that. And of course, we've got Fallout 4 on the horizon. And all this stuff should be very exciting. So stay tuned. And I'm thinking about starting up a new series of Skyrim, playing through mods, certain types of mods. So we will see about that maybe next week. And that is it. We'll talk to you later. Let me know in the comments what you think about the release and what you're looking forward to. What features and settings and so forth that you'd like to see in Elder Scrolls 6.